for you I will go, and I will dedicate a bouquet of flowers all just for you. And I'll say thank you. I hope destiny and all of our dreams will shine so bright, so that everyone can see all of the joy and happiness we felt, cherishing the ones that we love. I admire it all, wanting it all will be so strong, so that I can show you now, even if I am crying and shouting, this is all a part of my song. And in the middle of this dazzling time, I hope you entrust your crying tears to me. And even in the darkest days, or in the break of dawn, time moves on, it keeps on turning, wheels that never stop. And even if I risk my life, I know I'll feel no pain. I'll get up, no matter if I'm drenched in all the rain. Stars will heal, and everything that you wish, and everything you dreamed, I will make it all come true just for you.
Привет, привет, я тебя не ожидал, даже думал, ты спишь. Как дела твои? Я так понимаю, что ты телефон сидишь? Или с планшета, что-то такое? Что-то такое примерно, да? Я сегодня что-то вот заигрался в этот в Tekken. Забыл про стрим вообще. Хотя обещал его давно в группе. Вернее, не суть. Как-то не особо до этого было. Зато ранг поднял. Уже хорошо. С телефоном сидишь. Я тебе просто, я и говорю, не видел с этого. Скажу. Вы-ка зайти. Понятное дело. Все ясно с ним. Очень накрутки. Ну да, ты накрутил там. Мне интересно, вот обновлять-то там что-то надо, сейчас нет, а то я не обновлял опять ни хрена. Вроде обновлений никаких не выходило. Как мне музыка с этого аниме нравится, господи. Она офигенная просто. Вот когда видно, когда стараются люди реально. Когда реально постарались просто над тем, чтобы это все хорошо было. Ебать, 80, я понял. О, теперь зашел с основного, да? Мейна. Я не знаю, задротство в этом плане это хорошо или плохо на самом деле. Если игра удовольствие приносит. Просто у меня там, получается, с конца мая уже 8 часов примерно наиграно. 80 где-то, 83. Где-то 80, да. Что-то такое. 82, 83 примерно, что-то такое. Вот, как-то так. Как-то так. Я сейчас тебе скажу, когда ее просто для интереса, когда я ее купил, чтобы ты понимал. Ну, чтобы примерно понимал масштаб проблем, скажем так. Мне она, получается, была куплена когда? А нет, вру, я не в мае начал играть. У меня 28, получается, апреля она была куплена. 28 апреля она была куплена, и на этот момент там 80 часов. 82,6. Вот, как-то так. Мало, еще мало. У людей по 1000 с лишним часов, по 1500 побед, блин. Хотя победы, я так понял, ничего вообще не влияют. Ты можешь просто подделать сохранение, скачать с каких-нибудь сайтов, и все. И ты типа текин год на картинке, но по факту ты не умеешь на этот уровень играть. Ну, типа того что-то. ХСР вышел 26 апреля. Понятненько, понятненько. Че, поехали? Я надеюсь, сейчас не придется перезаходить снова. Потому что эта игра этим грешит, бывает. Я начал в этот же день. Капец вы задроты. Вы прямо ждали, пока она выйдет, что ли, или что? Прям сидели такие, мониторили, да, пока она выйдет. Фак. Почему каждый раз она вылетает? Почему? Ща. Я понимаю, почему она вылетает, походу, потому что я пароль же давал. Скорее всего, он из-за этого, может, выбило. Сейчас, секунду. Сейчас вспомню, где я давал его. Сейчас, секунду, буквально. Вспомнил бы, где я его еще давал, реально. Я просто свой же пароль забыл. Забавно. Я надеюсь, что сейчас все окей будет. Сейчас, секунду. Правильно, правильно, отлично, не забыл. Отличненько. Так, все видно, все хорошо. «80 мегабайт», говорили они, 215 на деле. «215 на деле». Сейчас я окошко открою. Так, я тут, короче. Тым, 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 тым. Тым. Я надеюсь, сейчас волчару выбью. Просто чтобы была, может, во второй отряд пойдет. 28 уровень освоения. Окей.
Life is as something is. Do you want to leave?
Сейчас, секунду. И это кто? Ладно. Мне немного его посыл непонятен, но ладно, не суть. А, ну может быть. Может, я вместо этого поставлю копьенос с этого, как его зовут-то, блин. Чё, поехали, попробуем. Раз. Два. Байлутин, Юнь, Кавка, Волк, понятно. 3. 4. И на 5-м он должна выпасть, да? Неа. Хуй. Чё, крутим 10-ку сразу? Или чё? Или по одной будем крутить 100 лет? Да, по одной, окей. Я уже перестал их считать. Да. Yes. Наконец-то. Наконец-то. Так, теперь крутить я ее не буду. А ее сигнал надо крутить, интересно, нет? Стоит это на того. Извиняюсь. Стоит она того или нет? Крутить ее сигну. Да, жесть, прям. Угу. Учитывая, что с прошлого раза, блин, 80. Круто было. Сигну нет, окей. Так. Давай прокачаем тогда ее. Ты мне другой отряд сделал, да? А, нет. Нет. А нахрена ты мне асту поставил реально? Зачем? Зачем ты асту мне поставил? Для чего? Я ей вообще, блядь, играть не умею. Какого... Зачем? Для чего она нужна мне? И вместо кого ее... И вместо кого посоветуешь поставить эту, блин, волчару? Угу. 82, да. Так, окей, ну волчара у меня. Это хорошо. Что я делаю? Я уже отучился в эту игру играть. Я думаю, ее прокачать надо, скорее всего. 6-82 крутки. Так. Угу. Возвысить могу, возвысить могу. Ну, типа выпадет, не выпадет. Типа того. Угу, все, теперь не хватает, еще уровень равновесия нужен. Ну, в принципе, неплохо. Так, теперь бы надо ее усилить, я думаю. Отлично. Теперь здесь все в уровне равновесия, да? Так, реликвии. У меня есть свободные реликвии-то вообще нет. Мне, по-моему, свободных-то почти нету. Не, ну у меня типа есть. Подожди, я на одну и ту же ставлю, да? А, нет, все окей. Я думал, я на одну и ту же ставлю. Угу, тут мне ничего нет. А, нет, тут я поставил. Подожди, я что не поставил? И сапоги поставил, тело поставил, перчатки поставил, голову не поставил. Головы у меня нету. С асты забираем. Ставь на шанс попадания эффекта. Все, подожди. Шанс на попадание эффектов. Ого, жесть. Шанс пробития получается, что ли? Или что? Ты заколебал. Ладно. Я все равно не умею играть в этом плане. Так что ты с меня хочешь? Я играю, блин, раз пятилетку в нее. Это вы тут эти спецы, как не знаю кто. Я-то чисто ради сюжета зашел. Вот, как-то так, да. Но зато теперь могу за волчару побегать. Это хорошо. Мне там, по-моему, еще этот был последний уровень этой хрени был. Если я не ошибаюсь. Если мне ее еще не сделали. Или сделали уже, да? Видимо, сделали. Окей, пойдем в сюжетку. Идем на сюжетку тогда. Раз у нас и уровень, все есть, пойдем на сюжетку. Потом сюжетка такая интересная прям.
Time to log off. I mean, head back. Well, now that we're done with that whole situation in the underworld, we can finally look for the Stellaron. But thinking about it, I feel a bit bad about Clara. We promised her that our talks with Svarog would go peacefully.
Так Сварог сам начал, да, он как бы первым напал, если чё.
You tried your best to persuade him. It's my fault for not preparing better for such a situation in advance.
Конечно, ты же самый старый из
I
нас.
didn't mean for you guys to start beating yourselves up over it.
Сам
Look on
виноват.
the bright side. Things turned out all right, didn't they? Now everyone knows that the real problem here is the Stellaron, and they're willing to help us out. All in all, the mission is going super smoothly.
Да, учитывая,
But
что нас
we
чуть
still
не
have
убили,
a
чуть не
lot left to
посадили,
figure
все
out.
окей.
For instance,
Где Стелларон?
exactly. We don't even have the Stellaron's coordinates and
Это
location.
хороший вопрос, кстати.
Cocolia's sudden change in attitude is also very curious. We still haven't put all of the pieces together.
Данхин старее, чем ты думаешь. Так я понял уже, что.
Dreams?
Oh, I remember you mentioned something about strange dreams before.
Рассказывайте Даньхэню и Марцеме о голосах, которые слышали в своих снах.
All three dreams were the same, with Cocolia and that other voice.
It would be weird to call it a coincidence.
Жесть,
I'm
какие ты
wondering if
моды
these
видел.
dreams aren't just random, if there is some meaning behind them. Maybe you're having them because...
Because of the Stellaron inside him?
That's my hunch, but I have no proof.
Well, then that's as good as nothing for now. So, what should we do when we get back above ground? After all this talk, we're still back at square
Кстати,
one.
странно, если такое не искать, мне
You solve a
кажется,
puzzle one
просто так не
piece at
увидишь
a time.
такое. Ты, значит,
Let's get
искал
some
такое, я
rest.
так понимаю. Сам?
We'll talk to Wildfire tomorrow and get to the bottom of this. Also, there's still one more key character we haven't talked to yet.
Младший был
The
усердно
connection
последний.
to Cocolia may be
Охренеть
the key
просто.
to cracking this mystery.
Сегодня мы, кстати, можем до победного сидеть, потому что мне завтра не на работу, мне завтра только фигурку этой забрать, Рин. Ну, типа я хочу просто ее с утра забрать, чтобы она там не висела. А так я, в принципе, завтра весь день свободен буду. С тобой надо поговорить. Кончил на сегодня это... Давай, окей.
You're
пойдем.
back! I've heard from Wildfire that you helped resolve that whole situation with Svarog. Amazing. It must have been exhausting. Please have some food and get a good night's rest.
Что, сюжетка настолько длинная еще? Я говорю, сюжетки настолько много там. Еще шкаф нельзя теперь залезть, да? В каких условиях приходится жить? Волна усталости накатывает на вас, напоминая о том, как давно вы не отдыхали. На этот раз даже самый страшный сон не сможет вас разбудить.
Over there. See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town, and it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander those streets, thinking about where to find our next meal. That is, until Chief Oleg got me out and took me to the orphanage. There, I learned to read and write from Natasha, At the age of 10, I started to patrol the mines with Oleg, occasionally getting into fights with the local thugs.
That sounds nice.
Понятно, бывает.
Nice? You being sarcastic with me?
Oh, no, sorry. Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
Ugh, you're always so serious. It really gets on people's nerves sometimes, you know?
Right. What I meant was... I kind of envy you, Zila. For as long as I can remember, my days have been an endless cycle of studying, etiquette lessons, and training.
Странно, короче, хотел сказать просто, что фразы недословно переведены. Они как-то вольным переводом, субтитрами переводятся. Типа часть того, что она говорит, оно не переведено, как-то упущено, почему-то обрезана фраза. Перефразировано, что ли, я не знаю, как это сказать правильно. Типа, если английский кто знает, поймет.
All I hear is, remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the architect's admonishments, Bronya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Bronya. Some may envy this kind of life, but I have felt trapped. When every choice and every goal has already been made for you. You probably can't imagine how that feels.
No, I can't. But more importantly, what kind of foul language were you using?
In the name of the architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
Что?
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. Looks like I'll have to teach you some underworld slang before you go back.
No.
Шикарный мат вообще.
No, that won't be necessary.
It'll be better than poking people's nostrils, at least.
Я просто слышу одно и вижу глазами немного другое.
As a kid, I didn't meet many people who lived in the overworld. I only heard stories from the grown-ups and figured you were all just a bunch of cold snobs.
I've heard from some Silvermane veterans that before the orders were made to seal off the underworld from the overworld, there was no difference between the two places. Everybody ate the same food, chatted about the same topics, celebrated the same festivals. Even though times are different now, things like the joys and sorrows of life, the ties between people, these precious things must certainly still connect us all. If there is a way to bridge the gap between the two worlds, we can definitely go back to the time when you and I were not divided. When we could stand side by side against the eternal freeze and the fragmentum.
I'm not like you. I don't have that many grand plans for the future. But if that's the future you want, I'm willing to build this bridge with you.
Кстати, насчет этого музея, там же говорили по поводу него, когда только пришли, я так понимаю, в город.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next? What Svarog revealed must have made quite an impact, huh?
Yes. I thought I was prepared for anything, but... As long as I am the Guardian's successor, those truths will come out sooner or later. But why does my mother hide it from me? And why does she want me to hunt down the outsiders who know about the nature of the Stellaron? It just... It doesn't make sense. I thought it over. There's only one thing I can do. Go ask her directly.
You... Hold on. You're not really going, are you? Alone? You can't. This plan is...
I've already thought it through, Zila. I am Madame Kokolia's daughter. That will never change. Be it my duties as her heir or as a Silvermane guard, I must face my problems head-on. Even if...
Bronya.
This is for you, Zila.
Please help me pass it on to the outsiders. If I am unable to see you again, they'll know what to do.
Okay, I understand. You've made up your mind, and there's nothing I can say that will change it.
Мне кажется, она излишне
But
травматизирует.
remember this. If you run into trouble, I will come to save you, no matter what.
Then I'll be waiting for you. So, did you come to this spot when you were a child?
Of course. I just didn't appreciate how nice it was at the time. Very nice.
That was a good sleep. I should go meet up with March and Danhong.
Пойдем.
Took you long enough, sleepyhead. We've been waiting all day. I've
Поспать не даешь.
noticed that our sleep routines don't match up. You either keep getting up in the middle of the night or snoozing away until the day's almost out. Unacceptable. You gotta work on your teamwork.
Did you have a dream again last night?
Вообще ничего не снилось. Давай пошутим, как говорится. Ну, типа, знаешь, чувство юмора есть. Русскую РФЛП завичку сюжета ХСР.
Huh, that's weird. I bet the conductor won, right?
Well then, let's go find Wildfire to discuss
Бой
our
между
next move
Хуку-Пум-Пум.
and see if they have any new discoveries.
Это было бы забавно.
Let's go! I can't wait to finally get back above ground.
Так, ладно, пойдем пиздить как Оливер. Я вообще туда иду? По-моему, туда. По-моему, может, и не туда. Да не, все правильно пришел.
Oh, look who's here.
It's the Bane of Svarog, the big hero of the underworld. And the other big heroes, Dan Hung and March 7.
Were those lines rehearsed?
Where's Natasha? Is she here?
She has a bunch of other things to attend to, so I hope you don't mind talking to this old man instead. I speak on behalf of Natasha.
Блять, он когда-то рот начнет открывать, нет? Серьезно, он когда-то начнет рот открывать. Олежа, ты чё? Олежа у меня постоянно рот не открывает вообще. Он не открывается, он забыл, как его открывать. Он силой мысли просто общается.
By the way, sorry for keeping that whole thing about her being the actual leader of Wildfire a secret. My apologies. Natasha is always cautious, but she has no ill intent, as you
Ну
must have
серьезно, он
noticed.
вообще рот не открывает.
She
Да
told
мне
me
с
to
пингом
make
всё
sure you
окей.
return to the overworld safely. I gave it some thought, and I think the safest way is to ask this fella for help.
I brought you down. I can take you back up.
У него
Free
единственная
of
с этим
charge.
проблема.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
There's no need to knock us out this time, right?
Of course not. This time, we'll go back through the furnace core.
Чё? А ты зачем тогда?
Well, for my sparkling companionship, of course. I jest. The path has been blocked for over 10
Так они
years,
офигенно
and very
озвучка,
few
конечно,
know how
в
to get
английской
through.
версии.
That's where I come in.
Ugh, enough chatter. Just be a good guide.
Hold on. What about Branya? Why isn't she here?
She already went back. As you know, she has some things to settle with the Supreme Guardian.
What?
Дичь
She just
какая-то.
ditched us and went back? How could you let her?
Давай вот так выберем.
Exactly. She has a lot of responsibilities. I don't completely understand, but I trust that she's trying to solve the problem.
Так нет, пизди в какую мы не решим проблему.
Oh, right. Bronya told me to give you this.
She left us a letter. Could this be one of those open in case of emergency letters? I've never gotten one of those before. Should we wait until we run into something dangerous?
Stop overthinking and just open it.
Реально заколебало пиздеть. Тайлер Март Даньхен. К тому времени, когда вы прочтете это письмо, я вернусь в Надмирье и отправлюсь на встречу с матушкой. Извините, что не предупредила о своих планах заранее. Боялась, что вы начнете меня останавливать, сможете поколебить решимость, которая так непросто мне далась. Госпожа Коколи вырастила меня, и я никогда не смогу отплатить ей за доброту. Она научила меня бесчисленным жизненным урокам, добродетелям, а также тому, как защищать Белобог и его народ. И хотя в последнее время она приняла определенные решения, которые задачили меня, я не могу избавиться от драгоценных воспоминаний, связанных с ней. Я должна честно донести на нее свою точку зрения и мысли, попробую достичь взаимопонимания. Это моя цель как дочери, но также моя ответственность как солдата Сребролюбивых стражей. Чувственным голосом. Я не буду верить слепо. Я понимаю риски, на которые мне придется пойти в этой поездке. Так что, если мне не удастся переубедить матушку, или если со мной действительно что-нибудь случится, пожалуйста, найдите возможность передать это письмо Ландау и попросите их по помощи. Сервал и Гепард, честные люди, имеют огромный авторитет в Белобоге. Я всецело им доверяю. Они точно помогут отыскать Столарон, если увидят мою печать и подпись. Броня Рент.
Brother and sister Landau. I know the brother must refer to Gepard, but who could the sister be? Oh, Serval! So she's Gepard's older sister.
Ну, надеюсь, не все окей.
She gave it some good thought. But whatever's going on in that Supreme Guardian's head, even Bronya might have trouble understanding. Sampo, do you know the Landau siblings?
Landau. Yeah, we're old friends. I've mostly dealt with the younger brother in the past, but the sister, she's much scarier. Today's supposed to be a day of celebration, so let's not talk about it right now. We can set out at any time. Just come find me when you're ready.
Решающую зимнюю ночь. Чужак наконец-то получил контактные данные. Говорите, в последнее время Скотт стал уже ссанутый. Только говорить о том, что как раз заработать новые бизнес-модели. Если можешь поговорить с ним, но на это можно заработать много денег. Ты кто такой вообще? Ведущий бойцовского клуба «Холодный дракон». До совместительства побеседуй со Скоттом. Ёпарасы, это сколько доп. Заданий? Войдите во второй мир виртуальной вселенной. Теперь он доступен. Отлично.
Well, my friends, are you ready to head out?
Удачи на стриме. Спасибо большое. Приветствую тебя. Ладно, пошли.
Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Блин, я опять не на этот... Еды же не наделал, господи.
Mother, I have returned.
Bronya, I thought I'd lost you. Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see. In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at
Спасибо
Backwater
большое.
Pass, The wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival.
Капец, она
We
ей
also
так прямо
defeated an
об этом
ancient
говорит.
robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
Она ей прям
listening.
настолько
Go on.
прямо говорит, это просто капец.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but
После всего,
only
что она
to
видела, она
relieve the
говорит ей об
disaster
этом
it
так
has brought
прямо.
upon Belobog.
Я охреневаю с нее.
Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So,
Так она сама все видела и слышала.
I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years. And those outsiders may be the...
Enough! Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya.
О,
You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum.
масочку сняла.
Suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders?
Озвучка офигенная, английская, конечно.
Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Мне кажется, на кукуху поехала уже просто.
I am ready. Mother?
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Я охреневаю просто с ее, как сказать, искреннего непонимания, что происходит вообще.
We're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like.
Никакой.
Freedom. A cold. Mainly cold, actually. Let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Давай
The
Ландау
thrower
найдем,
this
что.
this. If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
А сервал, по-моему,
He's an
который
elite officer
мастерская,
of the Silvermane
насколько я
Guards.
помню.
It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
Да, все правильно я запомнил.
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new. The last time I was on the surface, I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go. There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
Так,
No,
подожди.
I don't remember the security being this tight last time.
Я кое-что забыл. Я кое-что забыл сделать. Ради все, да?
Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Так, куда нам шлепать? Куда?
Come around and have a look.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Следы туда. У меня кошелек большой, да.
I need time, not money.
Serval! We came past here before and helped you fix a few things. Remember?
What? Ah, I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking
Я не
all over
вывел.
for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
Капец она рискует, конечно. Непонятно ради кого
All
даже.
right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit, exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
Я не знаю, как мы без Даньхани бы договаривались. Серьезно.
Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know
Понятно.
Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
Походу, хорошо ты ее знаешь, да.
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence.
Судя по одежде
If I'm
рокер.
not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Ладно, давай расскажем все как есть.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Try not to embellish the facts.
Рассказывайте сериал о своем пребывании в подземье, о том, что знаете о Стеллароне. Также дайте письмо Брони.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya
О,
recently.
догадался.
After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
Давай, рассказывай.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them.
То есть решили глаза закрыть, да?
Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
Что-то не знаешь, давай.
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Окей, расскажи о ее цели тогда.
Kokolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian
Интересно, все хранители были настолько ёбнутыми? Или только она? Типа разговаривали со Стеллароном.
Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Так, ну давай про Гепарда спросим.
Gepard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising.
То есть они все ебанутые были.
For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed. You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Так, ну окей, давай спросим, где Сталларон тогда.
I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible, ideally before Kokolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the
Я просто не
fragmentum.
представляю на бас-гитаре.
If you
Реально.
want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get
Будет
past the
весело.
restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of fragmentum to deal with.
Будет очень весело.
Yes, that's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well.
Я сомневаюсь,
This
что нас
calls
просто
for
пропустят.
brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Подожди. Это что? Сегодня столкнитесь с различными видами игрового процесса. Игровые процессы будут записаны в нетленных мемуарах для быстрого доступа и просмотра. Я понял. Понимаю, зачем. Ну, пускай будет. Сейчас по нашу душу пришли. Да, по нашу душу пришли.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him.
А тут вся эта братва тут. Гепард, конечно, охренел бы, если бы знал.
Gepard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh,
67
Yes.
неплохо.
that's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
Была, блин, плохо.
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it.
110
you to take a look.
неплохо. Что
Those
следовало не
guys
ожидать.
can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking
Yeah,
down on his
капец.
civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klapoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya.
Интересно, почему он отказался его
Is she
оценивать.
alright?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klapoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd
Мне кажется,
returned.
она ее посадила
Nothing
куда-то.
more.
Под замок, скажем так. По этому поводу.
Well, I was sure worried
Раз
about
она не
her.
покидала его больше.
After she disappeared, Payla's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
Типа, чтобы не
She really
высовывалась.
does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
Мне кажется, он специально это сделал.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not! How dare you! What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Наглый звездеж.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian.
Рандом такой ответ.
This isn't a joking matter.
Понятно, бывает.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Payla in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
Угу. Прям туда пойдем.
Attempting to storm Klapoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Kokolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
Да, я понял
You
уже.
sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Kokolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way. Come on,
Мне
let's
кажется,
go to
мы
the
с ним
restricted
столкнемся
zone.
100%.
If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Kokolia will be out of options.
Ох, мне кажется, все не будет так просто. Не зря же он полез напрямую туда.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
Да понятно, чё.
I can
Мне просто интересно, сколько сама Коколия сильная будет.
Oh, they've jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval, we need one of those
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in. Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
My brother said the restricted zone energy lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
Сарказм?
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine. Okay, here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No, Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff. I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Интересно, интересно. Теперь это услышав, прям еще интереснее стало.
I'm aware that there are those among you who see the reserve units as a vacation. But let me set one thing straight. You are gravely mistaken. This is the restricted zone. The fragmentum before you conceals monsters that watch your every move.
Эпичный командир.
Behind us, we have a band of conspirators that have infiltrated the city. The situation is critical. The lazy and undisciplined among you will lose your lives to the forces surrounding us. As such, starting from today, we will be adding 200 bench presses and 30 extra minutes of one-arm planks to our daily drill. Is that clear?
Ты сам-то хоть 5 минут в планке постоишь на одной руке, мне просто интересно. 30 минут.
That was easy.
You're Japard's sister, all right.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using. Do you see that mechanical gear bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth.
Круто. Ничего похоже.
It's a place too cold to bear, covered in snow and ice. The guys doing the scientific research don't have time to worry about the surroundings.
Значит, будет
The
весело.
restricted zone front line is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane guards and the stench of death in the air.
Вот там уже
If
вижу
we want to
кого-то.
progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Да, пошли, чё.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Мне кажется, там все
Is Japard
разъебано
on
уже.
frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
So dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
Так, здесь головоломки не будет?
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for
Искать
another.
другой.
Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
А типа одного достаточно будет, чтобы
I
управлять?
never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations. Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
Я забыл, как это дерьмо решается. Так, подожди. Нам надо, чтобы оно... Ага. О, все, понял. Давай, давай мне. Сундук давай. Спасибо. Сундук — это всегда хорошо. И более халявный сундук, за который тебе не приходится жопу рвать. Так, там ничего сзади нету? Нет, там провал.
Darn! Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Кто же это был? Интересно.
I was just thinking that. We can't rule it out.
Ну, типа,
With
чтобы
the
никто
front
не
line on
проник.
high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping. That way, even if the front line were to collapse, the fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to make it to the other side.
Мудро, мудро.
Branya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Ну, типа, они
Just
там
my
ни в чем не
conjecture,
виноваты вообще.
but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
Прикольно. Опять у него здоровый робот там на службе. Берем все, что не прибито к полу. Мне так нечто нравится. Он прикольно выглядит.
You! Hold it right there. This is a military base. Temporary workers.
Я понял. Ты меня туда не пропустишь.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
Ага, как мы туда
And
попадем?
it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals.
А, стражи-то реально не начнут
That's why I told
подозревать
them
нас.
we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
А, типа им пофиг
So
будет, ладно.
that's why you
Бывает.
went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Конечно, не ты.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
Ключ шифрования. А, нам от него ключ шифрования надо получить, я понял. Здорово.
Yo, evening soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without
Мы
the
к тебе
security
поэтому и
captain's
подошли.
encryption key.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn, this guy's not stupid.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Она его знает, походу. Она его, походу, знает, судя по ее реакции.
Hey, Done! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on the keys in the band.
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool!
Pleased to meet you.
Как необычно пахнет. Ладно, давай вот так ответим. Типа, чтобы идиотом совсем не выглядит.
Hello.
Oh, what's that weird smell?
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
Том не мылся.
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn.
Сам не мылся, на других сваливает.
If you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round. I'm afraid I don't get many chances
Капец,
to
у
return to
него
the city.
здоровое оружие, конечно.
Though I don't stand on
Он
ceremony.
точно ничего не
How may I
компенсирует.
assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
Давай. Не будем выпендриваться. Не будем выпендриваться, просто
Anything
скажем
wrong
как.
done?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned.
Она не умеет
Those
врать.
useless engineers can't find
Она
the
не умеет
problem.
врать.
Something like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right? That's
Он
why
не
he
умеет
popped
врать
around and
вообще.
asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm
Попало.
with him.
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
Прям жестко
You
попало.
haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar. These people you've brought,
Я же говорю.
they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Bellabog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
There goes the negotiation.
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end.
Ну, придется
Son, this
драться, значит.
concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world. Please, don't stand in our way.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Окей.
I won't surrender.
Поехали.
Take this! Rise, Phoenix! Let's be friends. Want to see what I can do?
Так, ну давай попробуем.
Dodge this! You don't look so good. Don't your hands hurt?
Надо было их херначить для начала. Ну ладно.
Welcome, customers.
Так, ну давай тебя усилим.
Can I have fun this time? You're the best.
А, все?
Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
He's just unconscious. Don't worry.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it.
Было довольно
The
легко.
encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
Мы привлекли внимание очень сильно, причем. Мы в полной
I
жопе.
think we attracted attention.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy.
Круто. Подраматизировал немножко.
You're not dead yet. How can you give up that easily?
We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care. I have to lay eyes on the Stellaron. Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Будем пробиваться, чё?
Dodge this! Rise, Phoenix! Fight is fun!
Капец, они шарашить стали, конечно.
Dodge this! Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Не, ну это, конечно, ни в какое сравнение не идет с тем, что у других людей, но, блин, все равно в сравнении с тем, что раньше было, они стали прям шарашить очень сильно.
Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Спасибо большое.
This is double speed. Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Я чисто прямо иду туда.
Let me through. Dodge this! Rise, Phoenix!
Не сворачивая, как говорится.
Time for a fun. Dodge this! Fight is fun! Rise,
Прям ощутимо стали лучше фигачить.
We're in.
Oh, it's open! Oh, thank you, Dun!
Ну, он не сам отдал его. Ну ладно, не суть.
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs! Gear bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Погнали, чё, пока сюда все не прибежали. То так возможно.
Won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Будут? Я думаю.
Then what's our plan?
Пробиваться.
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade.
О,
Let's play it by
здорово.
ear.
Здорово, дружище, ты был очень большой.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way. We'll have to fight.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one. Let's go.
Так мы не одним победили-то его, если чё.
I won't surrender.
Так, ладно. Я, пожалуй, сделаю вот так.
Time wasn't your prescription! Better late than never. Time for a buzz. Let me tend your wounds. Let me through.
А, типа только вот эту цель, окей.
Take this! Rise, Venus! Let's be friends.
Так. А, на нее. Ага. Ну вот так.
Wanna see what I can do?
Отлично.
Time for a buzz. This combat needs a... This is double speed. Need a doctor?
Так, по-моему... Не, ну мы не должны проиграть сейчас. В принципе, все окей.
Welcome, customers. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirits.
Так, ну давай тебя.
Fight is won. Can I have fun this time? Take this. Rise, Venus.
Заметил же, это было значительно сильнее хили стало. Да-да, заметил, кстати. Это было довольно-таки заметно. Так, включаем мост.
Energy restored. System online. Certification enabled. Come on, come on! 40%. 65%. 85%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move.
Пошли, если нас никто ждать там не будет. Но нас, наверное, там ждать будут, учитывая, что мост повернулся.
Perfect. Okay. We need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
Ну, бывает, он поймет.
Probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him, but if we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
Он не станет, мне кажется, разговаривать с
You
ним.
can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance, or less.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
We need to be sure, Sival. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Окей,
Before
будем
our next
надеяться.
expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
Кого отдать гепарду?
Serval. It really is you.
Wait, Japard? Listen to me.
When the sentry
Он не
reported
станет
to me,
слушать.
I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage. And yet... Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to
Идеальный
spill
солдат
their
просто.
blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone, attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms, hijacking the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the
Ну,
restricted
потому что
zone
это
and
нахер
create
не надо.
chaos?
Потому что это и не нужно.
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
И это
You
выгодно.
have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Japard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior
Какой же он
motives, Serval.
твердолобый, это
They
капец.
want to steal this treasure from the Architects. The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy, that you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge, and that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe
Ну,
you
может, это
think
так.
you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste on them.
The forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia's afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone.
Ну, это когда
In
ты
my
только
capacity
арестуешь
as captain,
сначала.
I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested. This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
The barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Japard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations negotiations end in combat.
Так всегда так, походу. Походу всегда так. Ладно, поехали.
Our position is solid.
Что такое злой-то?
So what? I won't surrender. Dodge this. Let's be friends, shall we? Evil's begun.
Так, ослабляем его.
Time for a buzz.
Жизнь защита, отлично. Нет, пока это не нужно.
On my command. Take cover.
А вот теперь это необходимо. Я думаю, что так медленно все стало? Сломо, блин. Так, окей. Отлично.
Can I have fun this time? You don't look so good. Don't your hands hurt?
Отлично, добиваем.
Shape of Rise Phoenix! Welcome, customers. Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimize. This is double speed.
Все. Да что с говной будет соберу. Спасибо большое еще раз.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
He just won't go down.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
Да, вот так вот.
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Типа переговоры же.
Our goal is the same as yours, Serval's and Branya's. We just want to preserve this world. There's no reason to turn against each other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Branya.
Lady Bronya?
Ну, да хоть кому-то ты поверил.
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
As a captain of the Silver Mane Guards, I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian.
Просим, чё? На всякий пожарный.
But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives. For the Silvermane Guards, the Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klepoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of mercy.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter. Your combat style is nothing like that of the gods.
Уличный боец, чё? Стритфайтер.
Regardless of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
Дальше будет еще труднее, видимо, для них по сюжету. Все, пошли.
As soon as the restricted zone gate is open, the monsters on the other side will turn out in full force. The guards will do their best to stall them and buy you some time. Once you've broken through the front line, there's nothing more we can do for you. You'll have to find out for yourselves what lies within the northern Fragmentum. So, have you made up your minds?
Да, давай, погнали.
Understood. Keep your weapons close. This will be a fierce
Мы же все равно
fight.
потом сюда вернуться, если что, сможем.
Open the gate.
Я имею в виду по поводу сундуков всяких вот этих штук.
Are you dealing with attacks like this every day?
It's a common occurrence. Guards, formation.
Well, I'm gonna make sure I don't owe the guards any favors when this is done.
Забила бог за броню за мир во вселенной. Давай за мир во вселенной. Мы первые два не знаем, так что давай за мир во всем мире. Так, ну давай.
Welcome, customers.
Угу, отлично.
A thousand wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one. Can I have fun this time?
Отлично.
Time for a buzz. This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Минус. Ну и вы остались.
Can we talk? Let's be friends. More enemies. Time for a buzz.
Ага. Пускай ты будешь. Ты вроде сильная.
Take this, shape of Taishu! Rise, Phoenix! Welcome, customers. Yeah! Want to see what I can do? Need a doctor?
Подхилим на всякий случай. На будущее просто.
Better late than never. You're not going anywhere. How many of them are there?
The more the merrier. These guys are nothing. Hold the line.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Phoenix!
Улетай.
Seize the moment! What's in your prescription? Better late than never.
Чем умею, тем бью, как говорится.
Wanna see what I can do?
Чем умеем, тем и бьем. Нормально все.
I told you, Japard, the barrier hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero.
This is only the first wave. They'll have reassembled soon. I have to.
Hey, Mr. Silvermane, listen to your sister. I can tell just by looking at you that you haven't fully recovered.
Outsiders. Zila, the second wave hasn't started yet. Make the most of this opportunity and make a break for it.
Huh? Serval, aren't you gonna look for the Stellaron with us?
My brother can't hold them back by himself. He wasted a lot of energy on us. He's my responsibility now.
Я понял.
If I'm not here to help, I don't know what might happen in the next wave. I want to go with you. I do. I always wanted to catch a glimpse of the Stellaron with my own eyes, and now it's so close. But I can't abandon my brother and the other guards. I'm a Landau. It's up to you now. I believe in you. You've given me new hope.
Ну вот, столько времени, блин, с нами шла и такая, ну, пофиг. Не увижу, так не увижу. Починим состояние, регенерирует себе отряду примерно столько щитов, только на первой сложности виртуалки. Нехило, нехило.
Hey, March. Don't forget to take a picture of the Stellaron for me.
Say no more! We're good at this, don't worry!
Фотографировать-то да, профи она. Ну и как и болтать, конечно. Болтать она тоже хорошо умеет.
Fragmentum activity is intensifying. Something's happening on Urilo 6. Shouldn't we go down there, Himiko?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is his first trailblazing expedition. How will he be able to look back fondly without a few twists and turns? Are you bored, Welt? I understand. But we have lots of opportunities ahead of us. Let's leave the memories of this expedition for them.
Мне кажется, они на следующую выбираться не будут. Почему-то у меня такое предположение.
Yes, we haven't seen any Eon or Emanator level imaginary reactions. Relax. This is a young person's adventure. We shouldn't interfere. At most, we could offer a little off-site assistance.
Is this the Fragmentum Japard was talking about?
Compared to this, the corrosion we saw in Backwater Pass pales into insignificance. Serval said that the Stellaron was very likely hidden in the snow plains north of Belobog. If we want to get there, I'm afraid we'll have to find the exit to this Fragmentum maze first.
Блин, сделали бы полноценное аниме по нему. Было бы прикольно.
Does this place feel weird to you? It feels like there are loads of eyes staring at us.
This place makes my flesh crawl. Like there are insects under my skin.
We have no guide and no way of detecting the Stellaron. We'll just have to advance gradually and cautiously. Don't be disheartened. The stronger the Fragmentum contamination, the closer we are to the source.
Рядом с ним вообще наростов до хренища будет, да? Прям до хрена наростов будет.
A sound. What is that?
Be careful. Think twice before you interact with anything in the fragmentum.
We're deep inside the fragmentum. There could be hidden dangers lying in wait. Let's look for other clues first.
Блин, мусорные баки не пособирать.
We're deep inside. Let's look for other clues.
Я понял, ты меня тут не пускаешь.
This is... Bronya's! Right. She must be. This can't be a coincidence.
Whoa! Quick, look! That's Bronya! Huh? Is that Cocolia too?
No, it isn't them. It must be a kind of echo?
Она и сюда повела, серьезно?
Some type of residual energy replicated by the fragmentum.
Охренеть.
Which means they were definitely here, right? And it looks like they went that way.
Just in time. We had no idea which direction to take. Let's go.
Пацаны ебанутая, конечно.
You still haven't told me what this place is, Mother.
700 years ago, this was Belobog's northern border, and the site of an ancient battle. Here is where Elisa Rand led the first Silvermane Guards in resistance against the Legion. Now, it is nothing more than an abandoned corridor, filled with the sounds
То есть
of
она ее
old
прямо
world
к Столарону
echoes.
повела, я так понял.
Don't let its fragmented appearance fool you, Bronya. On the day the promise is fulfilled, these ruins will become the breeding ground of a new world.
Mother, do you truly believe the Stellaron's promise? It summoned the blizzard beyond our walls and opened the door of the fragmentum. It destroyed our civilization.
And yet, the crime of our ancestors was their inability to embrace that destruction sooner.
What?
From the moment those intruders descended from beyond the sky, this world was handed a death sentence. But the Stellaron has reserved for us a thread of hope.
Я понял.
There is a price to pay for new life, wiping away every decaying vestige
Спасибо за
of the old
объяснение.
world, renouncing the meaningless and lingering struggle. This is the price the Stellaron
Просто умереть, да?
When the
Шикарно.
promise is fulfilled, Bronya, no longer will we have to squander our lives guarding this wasteland. You and I will witness the new world rise from the ruins.
No.
Пец. Шизанулась,
This
мать.
is a complex
Прям очень
mechanism.
сильно.
How did they get past?
I knew this wouldn't be simple. Wait! Wasn't there some big energy hub-looking thing back in that empty area? Let's go back and take a look. Maybe it's linked to this gate.
I can't say I like the idea of interacting with our surroundings, especially this
Just
deep into
секунду.
the fragmentum. However, there's no other way. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Even Don Hung the Sensible has his adventurous days.
Так, я тут, короче. Ну, по сути, это как смерть, на самом деле. Если так посмотреть, то с этой стороны на это. А вот эта здоровая штука.
It worked, right? But the gate didn't move an inch.
Нихило, нихило.
Are there other units around?
It's clear that whoever designed these mechanisms didn't want outsiders to get through
То есть
too
надо
easily.
еще 3 центра
Let's keep
снабжения
looking for the
найти.
energy hub.
0 из 3, да, я говорю. Угу. Обходить придется, я понял.
Look, over there! I think I can see the next unit.
Oh, I see it too. Let's go.
О, здорово. Ну да, они похожи на самом деле на стражей.
Let me tend your wounds.
На всякий случай.
Better late than never. Don't your hands hurt? Rise, Venus!
Зачем я это сделал сейчас? Я сейчас, когда сделал, потом уже подумал, зачем я это сделал.
You're not going anywhere.
О, сундучок халявный. А ты куда идешь? Как я туда пойду? Я что-то не пройду пока. Это был почти халявный сундук, кстати говоря. Только туда пока я пройти не могу. Никоим образом. Здорово.
Seize the moment. More enemies. Need a doctor?
Так что нет, никому доктор не нужен.
Don't your hands hurt?
Ну, кроме нее, ладно.
A thousand wonders to raise your fight is one.
Если такая проблема повторится, скажи потом.
Can I have fun this time? Let me tend your wounds.
Следующий. Зачем я сейчас это сделал? Хрен знает. Ладно.
You're not going anywhere. Are those monsters guarding the energy hub?
Seems like it.
Отлично, еще 2.
Strange. Fragmentum monsters would usually destroy man-made objects.
Did you hear that? This mechanism must be on now. Come on, let's find the next one.
Where is the next mechanism? Oh, behind that gate.
There's no switch. We need to find a way around.
I've never seen such a desolate place. At least in Rivet Town, you could tell that people used to live there.
Подожди, там проход есть где-то.
Rivet Town is only at the
Разве?
outstretched fingertips
Да
of
нет.
the corrosion. Now, we're deep in the Fragmentum's heart.
Ну ё-моё. Ничего себе. С интернетом все окей. Что такое опять? Давай подключайся. Ладно. Так, обратно идем, да? Да-да, зря я в отряд поставил. Проблемы с подключением теперь будут. Все логично. Так, куда идти-то нам? А, вот здесь я могу пройти теперь? Да, теперь тут могу пройти. А, нет, это обратно. Окей. Это обратно. Подожди, а как я там тогда пройду? Эта хрень закрытая. Да, закрытая. А каким образом там ты пройти должен? О, штучка. Там я пройти вроде как не могу. Здесь ворота закрытые. А, я понял. Окей. Я понял уже. Угу. Вот так вот. Давай попробуем вот так пока. Пока что. Пока что вот так. Я там хоть сундук заберу. Это что? Инструментом первый раз его вижу. А, не первый раз его вижу. Что это такое? Рассказывай, дед. Дед сейчас вещать будет. Пещера коррозии, я понял. Дед меня предостерег, что мне не надо пока туда лезть. Заботливый дед.
Let me through.
This is double speed.
Ну, тебе до Вельта далеко еще, так что ладно. Так, подожди. А, вот. Сундук забираем. Я ж к нему сюда шел. Что думаешь, я по сюжету сюда шел? Я к сундуку сюда шел. Сюжет это побочный, как говорится. Это все неважное.
Success! Another mechanism shut down.
I want to ask you a question.
Что-то спросить хочешь? Давай.
Do you still remember those dreams you mentioned to us? I know you're wide awake right now, but I need you to try. See if you can recall the voice you heard.
Ладно, давай попробуем. Пытаясь вспомнить сны, погружайтесь в пучину сознания, к вам приходит голос.
This is merely speculation, but perhaps the voice you heard is the Stellaron somehow conveying information to Cocolia. And the one in your body is resonating with the Stellaron on this world.
Huh? You mean that Stellarons can communicate? I've never heard that
Типа
before.
живой маячок.
Well, there's never been a human that could accommodate a Stellaron in their body.
Обычный человека разорвало бы, я так понимаю, от Стелларона, или он с ума сошел бы? Мне просто интересно.
Then, aren't we walking straight into a trap?
Yes. And Branya may well be the bait.
Don Hung's speculations are usually right on the money. But even if we've guessed right, we can't go home now.
There's no way back anyway. At least Cocolia won't catch us off guard now. So what if it's an ambush? We're not about to lose now. I have to save Branya, beat Cocolia, and crush this Stellaron thing to dust.
Понятно. Теперь хоть понятно немножко. Хотя до этого было вроде как понятно, но теперь понятнее стало. Спасибо. Так, теперь нам надо на другую сторону, да? Нам надо на ту сторону теперь. А как я туда попаду тогда? А, в принципе нет, я там попаду, все окей. Мне надо сейчас обратно пойти, и там я спокойно туда попаду. Это заколка памяти кого-то из базы данной станции, вероятно, друга Кавки. А, понятно. Прикольно. Хоть немного непонятно, но прикольно. Никого я сейчас наебнул. Непонятно, ладно.
More enemies.
Need a doctor?
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Давай последний, короче. И пойдем в теплое объятие Коколии.
Done. It took some effort, but we finally cracked these mechanisms.
We're one step closer to Branya. Let's...
Are these echoes too?
Yes. The fragmentum here seems to have made a special connection with Cocolia. It's repeatedly generating forms in her image.
Копьем в грудь обнимет, бывает. Ну, все по-разному обниматься любят.
Even if the truth is as you say, every generation of Guardian has resisted the call of the Stellaron. Can all of them have been wrong, Mother?
Do you still not see, Branya? There is no right or wrong here. Some of them acted out of human pride, others out of human short-sightedness. Our ancestors, including Elisa Rand, spent their whole lives trying to prolong this civilization. Then, after all fell still, their memories were scattered by the blizzard. They spent lifetimes writing songs of praise that lauded the bravery of humanity, but couldn't spare the time to gaze up into the stars. To those entities of greater magnificence in the heavens above, 1,000 years is but a passing moment. The attainments of insignificant beings, nothing more than a footnote.
Капец, она
I
промотала
shall
уже.
not follow the Guardian's misguided steps down that blind alley of narcissism. If persistence is futile, then one must choose a new beginning.
But Klipoth, the preservation. Are they not one of the magnificent entities you speak of? Is it not their strength that has sheltered Belobog this entire time?
The preservation. Has the preservation ever looked humanity in the eye? Nothing more than an arrogant delusion of the architects. You will hear the real voice of magnificence, Branya. Then you will understand my choice.
Окей. Скорее всего, не поймет. Так, это мы слушали?
Still haven't told me what this place
А,
is,
нет.
Mother.
700 years ago, this was Belobog's
А,
northern
нет,
border.
не,
Now,
это говорили уже.
it is nothing more than... And don't let its...
Mother, do you truly believe that...
And
Да,
yet,
это...
What?
from the moment there is
Да,
a
это мы видели
frightening
уже.
promise...
No.
Whoa, check this place out. Tables and sentry posts? There must have been Silvermane guard? Looks like another completely new monster.
Какая-то человекоподобная фигура.
Considering where we are, it would be surprising if we didn't run into strange enemies here.
I don't care how strange it is. It's blocking our way. Let's get it!
Подожди. Оба. Здорово.
I won't surrender. Dodge this!
For your sakes!
Can I have fun this
Пошла
time?
нахуй.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight is fun!
И что ты сделаешь?
Time wasted your prescription! This combat needs optimized. This is double speed. Time for a buzz. You don't look so good.
Want to see what I can do?
Take this! Rise, Venus!
Let me
До свидания.
More enemies.
Need a doctor?
Let me tend your wounds.
Так, подхили меня на будущее на всякий случай.
Good as new.
You're not going anywhere.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the Fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level Fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Branya and Kokolia's echoes. They must have come through here.
Интересная игра, конечно, с сюжетом интересным.
That means we must be really close, right?
Голограммный мячик
I
выглядит
sense
как
that we're very
Майнкрафт.
near to the northern snow
Lol.
plains.
This is where the first Guardian led the Silvermane Guards into battle. She made huge sacrifices for the sake of temporary respite. But the otherworldly Legion did not tire. She soon realized that flesh and blood could not contend with so ruthless an enemy. When all was nearly lost, she chose to set her sights on the Stellaron and made the first wish. As for what came later, you know as well as I.
So, the eternal freeze was a disaster brought about by a human wish?
Мне кажется, она наебывает ее.
Ironic, no? All the Stellaron did was answer humanity's call, and yet we kept its existence a closely
Мне
guarded
кажется, она ее
secret
жестко
for
наебывает
centuries.
почему-то.
Even going so far as to attempt to use it to control the Stellaron. Woeful. Laughable.
It?
Oh, something created using otherworldly technology. An inhibitor that a corporation from the old world and the architects attempted to use to house the Stellaron. Oh, I know you have many questions, my daughter. Be patient. Soon you will have all the answers.
То есть антигейфер шоу прикол, давайте ссылку на шоу заманим. Кавка такая. А что такое бан? Ох, матерится Скрилл. А, Скрилл, ну, чтобы вообще не играл в Майнкрафт. Я понял. Так. Может не совсем, но в принципе понял, в чем прикол. О! Робот. Подожди, а как? А как какать? Подожди, а каким образом я должен это сделать? Ну, а что не так? А, вот так. Окей. Ебать вас тут, ребят, дохерища. Я вам скажу.
This is double speed.
Капец, не шарашит теперь нормально. Шарашат они теперь нормально по сравнению с тем, что было до этого. Подожди. А, ну да, нам туда. В этом весь я, чё? Я тот сюжет отфигеваю, то от прокачки.
Time for a buzz.
Это ж, наверное, нормально. В моей ситуации, скажем так, с моей стороны смотреть. Давай мне сундук, пожалуйста. О, спасибо. Сундучок отдал. Так, я там могу пройти, интересно? Чтобы не обходить. О, здорово.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed. What's in your prescription? Help me! Dodge this! Time for a buzz. Yeah! Oh, hands hurt.
Норм.
You're not going anywhere.
Не зря все-таки волка выбил.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Охренеть. Охренеть просто. Не встать. 42 левел был.
Is that it?
О, реликвии новые.
Stingy chest.
Новые реликвии. Это хорошо, наверное.
Is that it? Stingy chest. What's in your prescription? Dodge this! Rise, Phoenix!
Мне вот интересно просто, какая последняя битва будет, если вы так все ее описываете. Прям как что-то офигенное. И какая вторая планета будет, мне интересно тоже. Типа, будет ли она отличаться, скажем так.
It's that shadow of hers again. But Bronya's isn't with her this time.
Куда Броня дело?
It feels like this echo is different from the others before.
Intruders.
Did she just speak?
You cannot approach.
Типа классический Геншин, что ли?
Not good. March.
Весь зеленый, зеленый и счастливый весь.
The Stellaron. Intruders. You go no.
А что такая живая-то?
Are you sure this isn't the real her?
May look like her, but the fragmentum can only create fortunes. Bring her down!
So what? I won't surrender. Time for a buzz. Let me tend your wounds.
Так, хилим.
Better late than never. Can we talk? Welcome, customers.
Чтобы не морозили.
Time for a buzz.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed. Need a doctor?
Так, подхиль, пожалуйста, ее, да. И себя заодно.
Better late than never. Hold your hands, her.
Freeze to death. Witness the avalanche.
What's in your prescription? Better late than never.
More enemies.
Let me tend your wounds.
Judgment of eternal winter.
Ебать.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight as one. Let me through. Dodge this. Take this. Rise, Phoenix.
Это хорошо.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz. You don't look so good.
Так, теперь надо ее подхилить, это мне.
You're the best.
Отлично.
Let's be friends.
Пока ее не убили.
This is double speed.
Need a doctor?
Вот так вот.
Wanna see what I can do? You're not going anywhere.
Пойдет.
You are doomed to fail.
Да, опять, да ёпарасоте.
What's in your prescription? You're the best. Let me tend your wounds. Can we talk?
A world devoured by ice. The eternal freeze will bury you.
More enemies. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
Бам. Нормально. Ультануло.
She disappeared. Those stairs.
Минус 9% за раз.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
This means that Bronya
Давай.
is up ahead. And so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands.
Я, наверное, сейчас вот эту планету да пройду. И
I
все
thought
на
I'd feel
сегодня.
nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
Надо хотя бы с ней закончить, думаю.
Not always. Sometimes it's a happier conclusion.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Спасибо большое.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my
Да, нормально
side
всё.
has made me feel
Потом
like no
досмотришь, если захочешь.
obstacle is too big.
Right on. But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way.
У нас вариантов нету, кроме как это ответить. Серьезно такой. Ох, поехали. Первопроходцу нужно быть в текущем отряде. Понимаю. Блин, на кого заменить его? На кого его заменить? Сушан? Только если на нее. Ну, на этот раз, ладно. Он 14-го левела, ну это же пиздец, блядь. Без Байлу я не смогу, без Тинью я не смогу. Подожди, а может... Подожди, я могу прокачать его? Ну 14-го левела, это же пиздец просто. Да ладно, пофиг, пускай будет на будущее. Так. Меняй, говоришь, на Тиньюнь, говоришь, да? Ладно, с ней на этот бой попрощаемся тогда.
It's freezing here. The blizzard's so fierce. Oh, the power from the Trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
It means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron, and the heart of the Eternal Freeze.
ГГ Пиру? Так он же не Пиру вроде, нет? Видишь, останки рейнджера пустоты разбросаны по горной тропе, даже безжалостный легион антиматерии бессилен перед вечным результой.
Did the architects build this?
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it? If Cocolia threatens us by taking Bronya hostage...
We have to save her. The underworld... No. The entire planet relies on her.
Что, поехали, да?
No. Do not resist, Bronya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Bronya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards
Привет, как дела твои?
rejuvenation.
Спасибо, что пришел.
And a crushing defeat.
Капец, она шибанулась просто в конец.
Irrefutable strength is our first thought always to resist, to cover our ears instead of hearing the call. It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature, so difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains
Я
that
не знаю.
bind you.
Можешь
The
дополнительные
Stellaron
задания
will
пополнять,
lead
например.
humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Zila?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish. We're not going down before you do. Branya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here, Brownie. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my
Он
ears
шарит в
for
игре,
the
можешь
first
ему
time.
доверять.
I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. A subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, then I would descend into torment. Branya. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Branya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always, will always have a choice. As then, so now. Choose, my daughter.
Madam Kokolian, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice.
Капец, непонятные вещи говорите,
I
конечно.
am sorry,
Как
Mother.
человек, которого в игре вообще
On
почти не
this
шарит.
final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply
Типа,
struggling for
забей.
survival?
Я просто
fighting
до
for
второго мира
something
даже не
better?
дошел. Я про
I
другого
witnessed
чела
their light
говорю.
on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god.
I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice.
Она ёбнулась просто в конец.
I understand, Branya. Pity. Such a pity.
Да,
that you
буду
will
рад
never
видеть.
see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
The ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign.
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the
О,
new.
прям ролик сделали.
The Supreme Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation!
Ебать.
It's one of the architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you!
Да, надо учиться. Ебать ты здоровая.
This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog.
Так, ну пока нам надо только с ними, да, справиться?
Let's make it quick.
Engine, break them!
Ага.
We have to stop it.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Phoenix! Let me mend your wounds!
Так, подхилить.
Much better.
Want to see what I can do? Limp here, not going anywhere! Dodge this! You took the bait. Time for a buzz.
Зачем я это сделал сейчас? Для чего?
How can we
Насрать.
bring a giant like this down?
Так, хилим ГГ.
Much better.
What's in your prescription? Want to see what I can do? Take this! Shape of Rise, Phoenix! No more playing nice.
О,
Let me through.
Rules are made to be broken.
This combat needs optimized.
до свидания.
Double speed.
Want to see what I can do? Dodge this!
Just a scratch.
Time for a
Она,
buzz.
по-моему, главная среди них.
Answer. Rise, Phoenix! You're not going anywhere. Need a doctor?
Так, да, доктор нужен.
Much better.
Sagacious discernment.
Что-то значит, что она набрала 9
Time
уровней.
for a buzz.
По-моему,
This
ничего.
combat needs optimized. This is double speed.
Let's go.
No more playing nice.
What's in your prescription?
У меня вроде норм все с ФПС. Хотя у меня карта не слабая на самом деле.
You're not going anywhere. Time for a buzz.
It's more than that.
Коля, давай вылезай. Серьезно. Ты еще будешь на роботе драться, что ли? Мы же тут не гандам. Серьезно. О! Помощь Вельта, да? Помощь Вельта и Химеко, да?
Himeko! It's Himeko!
Hello? Can you hear me? Gosh, the signal's terrible.
Himeko! You finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Weldon, I've been up on the and you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how did that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
Капец, тут анимированные сцены прикольно сделаны. Зрелищно, я бы сказал. Если не со всеми боссами так будет, это офигенно будет на самом деле. Один на один, да? Ладно, круто.
Behold, the power granted by them.
Ебать.
Listen to the power surge. Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Just a scratch. Rules are made to be broken! Stay alert. What about this? Let's go. Let's make it quick.
Какие убивать ты должен?
What about this?
Серьезно, как я убивать ты должен?
Batter up. Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Он же меня сотрет, блять, реально. Он же меня реально сотрет просто.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Может и нет. Ну да, я же говорю. Опять убили. Снова. Снова, блин, убили. Я уж в прошлый раз тоже чем-то проткнули, по-моему.
Is this the universe? But I was fighting Kukolia. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
Ну да. Найти выход из негаты, вернитесь в реальность. А куда бежать?
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal districts for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Japard.
По воспоминанию ее.
I'm not sure that they're dead. I saw their broken figures lingering in the fragmentum. What happened back there defied all reason. It was madness. Madam Guardian, if this continues...
I know well the consequences, Japard. You may leave.
Ей как будто вообще похеру было.
Why do you hesitate, Kakolia? Isn't this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research, we can finally see them come to fruition. Give me some soldiers and I'll locate the Stellaron and find out how to
Это
save
до
our
того, как она ее выгнала, получается, было. Судя по всему.
You need to come to your senses, Serval.
Come to my senses? What are you...
Guards! Miss Serval is tired. Take her to rest. Sequester her lab and detain the researchers. Their work is illegal.
Why, Kakolia? Why have you grown so cold?
Serval Landau. You were my most cherished friend.
Интересно, с какого момента она шибанулась реально? Да, английская озвучка. Мне она понравилась, не знаю. Поэтому ее оставил. Как-то так, да. Потому что мне там Кавка понравилась.
The monsters are surging this way. It's too dangerous here.
Foolish. Weak.
What? Madam, what are you saying?
Only I can understand. They have eyes that do not see, ears that do not hear. Feast on their willful ignorance. Absolve them
Она их
of their
убила, что ли,
stupidity
получается?
and fear.
Такое чувство, что она их грохнула сама. Не, ну мне в английской просто озвучка Кавки понравилась изначально, поэтому я английскую оставил.
I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
Ах, грохнул фрагментом, я
The
понял.
automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses here must be maintained at all costs. These are the choices we make, Branya. As a leader, you must harbor the courage and foresight to choose. You, me, and every silver main
Сейчас она ей
guard in
промыла
the city,
мозги, конечно.
all of us must carry out a higher mission. There will come a day when you must make your own choice. Do you understand?
A higher mission?
It is too early, Branya. Still too early. You will understand when the time is right.
Когда как Оля училась Сервал, Шарагина еще нормально была, подарки Сервал дарил, общались много. Я понял, а потом как хранительный состав, так все поехало крышей прям. Жестко поехало прям и...
years. The power of the preservation is fading. We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all. Yes, but we have no right to judge.
Воля хранительницы, это получается, когда передавалась от хранителя к хранителю, я так понимаю.
700 years. There is no faith nor wealth left for our successors. Only despair. To see the home we vowed to preserve wither away. That in itself is torture. Not to mention the haunting whisper.
Ну, хоть что-то я начал понимать. И то хорошо.
The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us.
Давай вот так вот ответим.
You are but a stranger to us. And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours. So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost?
Орд Интере, и он сохрани их, Бог, я понял. Спасибо. Вместо биты меньше дадут. Вместо биты дадут огненный меч, я так понимаю, да? Пойдем. А, копье даже. Просто как меч выглядел. Ну, теперь второй раунд.
Nothing of the plight of this world. Nothing of the wait for its final end.
Even if we are doomed to destruction, we will go bravely, walking hand in hand into the darkness.
No! That end won't come to pass while we're around.
A brave new world.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise, Phoenix!
Lance at the ready.
А в настоящее время является средней приоритетной целью. Используй навык переходца, давай. Новый навык может привлечь внимание противника при направлять атаки какой-либо на вас. Я понял. Ага. Полезно. Надо научиться только пользоваться этим.
I'm on guard.
Воля магмы будет накапливаться, когда появляется нападение. Угу. Используйте 4 уровня воли магмы, чтобы использовать сильную базовую атаку. Я понял. Мощно.
Time for a buzz. Need a doctor? This combat needs optimi- This is double speed.
Hands hurt?
Берем двигатель созидания. Используйте его, чтобы уничтожить копье бесконечного холода. Погнали. Ебать. Если союзника может изменить еще двигатель созидания, чтобы вызвать гнев. Созидание сохранения. Ага. Так энергия, я понял. То есть подкопить энергию надо. Хилим. Лишним не будет. Давай попробуем ёбнуть. Let's please. Давай, проиграем. Это слабенько было. Я ожидал чего-то посильнее.
Time for a buzz.
Let me through. You're not going anywhere.
Lance at the ready.
Давай, добивай. Ну, почти.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a buzz.
Прощай. Нет, не прощай еще.
The only redemption.
Let me tend your wound.
Еще не прощай, ладно.
The power of the Stellaron is with me! You are but cinders of the old world.
Так же офигенно это сделано, конечно.
Translates into hope.
Поставлен был офигенно.
This combat needs up. This is double speed.
Эпично, я бы сказал.
Time for a buzz.
Want to see what I can do?
Need a doctor?
Nice teamwork.
And go with the past.
Time for a buzz.
It's time. Get
Let me tend your wound.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Need a doctor?
Нормально.
Let me through.
Stop this! Time what's in your
Похилим.
prescription?
А то он сейчас сдохнет.
You're the best.
Take this! Rise, Venus! This combat needs optimize. This is double speed.
Бам. Не, мне прям понравился бой с ним, на самом деле. Это было очень эпично.
The Stellaron promised us the future. It will include everything!
То есть, если бы у ГГ, получается, было настоящее тело, его бы также разобрало, я так понимаю.
It's over.
Mother, did you wake up from that dream?
Wow. How was a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
Я, который вообще не использую. Бывает. Я ж не зря зашел.
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Eurilo 6 has a chance to return to life.
Ну, наконец-то для этого мира все закончилось.
It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Почти закончилось, ладно.
Thank you. All of you. Thank you.
Давай,
I'm fine.
Дашки, спасибо, что заходил.
Don't worry. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this.
Правда, лучше лжи,
Can I
которые не
really do
жили.
that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Так почему нет-то?
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow.
То есть продолжать лгать. Круто, круто.
But it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power. A power beyond
То, что тут произошло, никто не узнает на самом деле.
Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Пускай
Thank
так
you for
будет.
understanding. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that
Так
burden.
она когда-то передавать же будет
I must take over the duties of
другим
the Supreme
хранителям,
Guardian.
типа. Они тоже, правда,
discard my
кстати, уже не
naive
будут,
fantasies.
получается.
I'm sorry, Sela. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Sela, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? and tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
Понятно.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabbar to serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
О, мы сами спустимся.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your hands and skip the story.
Так вы все равно не поверите, что я в космосе гулял.
Thank you. That's not answering my question, though.
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started.
В следующий раз уже, наверное. Сейчас с этим закончим диалогом, все, наверное. Давайте по совершенно новому пути сохранения. Прикольно. Так, окей. Да, по пути сохранения пойдем, чё. Так, я же сменил, нет? А, ну да, все. Мне просто это стоит на конус на разрушение. Ладно, на этом я тогда, думаю, пока что закончим. Всем спасибо, кто приходил. Всем спасибо, кто будет смотреть в записи. Тогда всем удачки. Всем пока-пока.